Hello, LIBA301 students. I wanted to spend a little bit of time to first welcome you to the course. This course is being offered over the entire 16-week semester for the fall 22. And my name is Greg McConnell, and I'm going to be your instructor and guide for this fully online course. So first, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. I wanted to just go over kind of the course structure in this video and maybe see how long we get into that and maybe get into the syllabus as well. But for this one, I want to start off by just letting you know that, again, this is a 16-week semester. I broke this down into modules, and these modules are what dictate what you are to be working on during the 2-week period that each module is. So there are 8 modules, 2 weeks each, total of 16 weeks, which makes up the entire semester. The semester begins here August 29th, you can see. That's where Module 1 work begins. And it ends in Module 8 on December 16th, which I believe is actually a Friday. I think it's a Friday, but I believe so. But anyways, the last day of the course is December 16th. So each week, each module you'll be kind of tasked to do certain work, which includes some writing assignments and other things like that. However you want to fit it in with that 2-week time frame is really up to you. If you want to do it all in the first week, that's fine. If you want to do it all in the second week, that's fine. The point is that you'll have work that is due within the module. Okay, so you excluding this one, because there's a very, very strict mandate on the very first thing that you have to do, which is student introductions. And if you see, those are due before the end of the day, Wednesday, August 31st, before 11:59 p.m. And that's really important, because this is what I use to not only take attendance, but to ensure that students are participating in the course. So you're going to participate in the course by posting a student introduction. And if you would, please post a picture of yourselves as well, or a video or something. And I love pets, and you can be in with your pets, but don't exclude yourself and put your pets in the picture. I just want to try to make a connection with the face to the name. It helps me to personalize this online teaching, so if you could please do that. And if you could figure out how to embed the picture into your reply versus submitting it as an attachment, that's better as well, because then I don't have to open a separate attachment. I can look at your post, see what you wrote, and see your picture at the same time without having to open up the attachment. So that's the very first thing you have to do. That's really important. Again, the course starts on the 29th. That's Monday, so by the end of the day, Wednesday, you have to post your student introduction. Students who do not post their introduction by Wednesday midnight, really when I get up Thursday morning, I have to submit my final roster to the registrar. And so what that means is, if there are 2 students that did not post their student introduction, you'll be removed from the course. And then it's kind of a pain. You have to jump through hoops with the registrar's office, and then if they have people on the waiting list, they can bump you and put those people on the waiting list in, and it just becomes a whole issue. So if you want to stay enrolled in the course, make sure that before Wednesday the 31st, 11:59 p.m. that you post your student introduction. Okay, that's the one mandated thing that you have to do a specific time. The other stuff, now, of course, you could do it before that. You could do it Monday, you could do it Tuesday, you could do it whatever, just as long as it's done before the 31st at 11:59. Other things, you can complete them in here. Now, this is what I haven't finished yet. I'm working on adjusting due dates of things. So in Module 1, it's more of an introduction. So there's an introduction video, which I'm giving you now. The syllabus review is in here. The readings, and there's work that you have to do regarding choosing a topic. This course is to prepare you for the capstone paper, the big capstone project that you have to do, which for most of the students at the Mount is a 20-page paper, 20-page plus paper, where you have to have, so many sources, and you have to do a lot of stuff that you might not normally typically do when you're involved in your major courses and other gen ed courses and things like that. But this is kind of the culmination, capstone experience that you have to show that you have a solid knowledge in an area within your major. Okay. The required textbook for this course is here. This is Weight, How Many Pages? The Bedrock for Conquering Capstone. This is written by a local faculty member at the Mount, Dr. Demuka. And it's a good book. I used it last year for the first time. I like it. I will introduce some other resources into the course as well, mostly from the textbook They Say, I Say by Graf, Birkenstein, and Durst. And that's in the form of helping us to articulate arguments and make transitions, and what the authors of that textbook call the moves that matter most in academic writing. Again, that's not a required textbook. This one is. I will be putting in resources from that Graf, Birkenstein, and Durst to help you with some of those kind of moves in academic writing, transitioning from idea to idea, making sure that your voice stands out over the voice of the sources that you're using. Those kind of things. So that's all important stuff. But right now you don't have to worry about that. You do need to worry about getting the textbook, because some of the work in this class, especially the first half of the semester, is really built on the textbook. So make sure that you get the textbook, or that you have access to it, that you can do the work. Okay. All right. So again, I'll jump back here. The modules, there are 8 of them. The first module, it's weeks 1 and 2, and the dates are there beside it. You can see August 29th to September 11th. That's a Monday, and it ends on a Sunday. So you'll always see that. So the 2-week span will be from a Monday to 2 weeks beyond that to the end of the day, Sunday. And you'll see work that's due within that. Here you have a discussion post that is due within that first module. You also have to do some other thinking work about choosing a topic. Make sure that you, especially in these first few modules, that you do take a look at the resources that are in here that I put together for you, because a lot of this is different. You're going to be tasked to choose a topic. Now, many students decide, yes, this is the topic I want. I have to choose a topic. It has to be related to my major. So why not just choose the topic that I have to, that I'm going to use for my capstone? I have other students that say, well, I'm not really ready for that yet. And that's okay. You need to choose a topic for this course. And I get into that in some other videos, but just to kind of give you a preface of it here, you need to choose a topic for this course. One topic. A couple things you have to keep in mind. One, it has to be related to your major. In some way, it has to be related to your major. The other thing is that it should be something that is of interest to you, because you're going to be doing work for the rest of this course, the rest of the 16 weeks, based on that one topic. So once you choose your topic by week 3 of this course, you're going to stick with that topic for the remainder of the semester. Okay? And many of you will carry that on then to your capstone, maybe tweaking it a little bit, maybe adjusting your thesis, your argument, your approach to it. But you're picking a topic, you're going to stick with the topic. So again, make sure it's related to your major for this course, and make sure it's something that you have an interest in. Because if you're going to write about and do a lot of research related to something that you're not interested in, it's going to be boring. Okay? That's what I find, and much, what others and what research suggests as well. It's a basic premise of choosing a topic, is choose something that you're interested in. Okay. All right. So there's module 1. Again, I'm not going to go into the specific due dates for things right now, because I haven't hashed that all out yet. There's still a few days till the course opens up, and I'm doing some kind of last minute work, tweaking some things in the background and that kind of stuff. But by day 1 on Monday, when the course opens, by the time you're viewing this, the topics or the assignments that you have to do each module will be set with the correct due dates. Okay. Module 2, it's weeks 3 and 4. There are the dates, the 12th through the 25th, and you'll see everything that you have to do in there. And this is where you're going to do a lot of work related to your research topic selection that I was just talking about. And then also you have your first writing assignment, which is a topic proposal due by the end of the day on the 25th. There's a date in here now. That's not correct. It'll be due by the 25th. So essentially that's 4 weeks. Your first writing assignment is due. Module 3 is here, and you'll see the dates 26th of September to October 9th. Then you'll see Module 4, which is week 7 and 8, and so on and so forth, until you get to the very end. Now, let me see, Module 6, I think, is when we start doing a lot of work. That's weeks 11 and 12, related to the service project. When I go over the syllabus, I'll get into a lot of that stuff, in the details of what's required and all that other stuff. But you do have a service project that's required for this course, maybe a little bit different for this course than what you've experienced in the past, where I'm asking you to focus in a little bit more, and maybe not just simply go out and do some service hours and things like that. But again, we'll get into that later, but we really start to kind of hone in on that in Module 6. That's weeks 11 and 12. We're going to get into the capstone rubric, which is the big rubric that you will be using for your capstone paper. So again, in preparation for the capstone, part of that is to familiarize you with the capstone rubric. So we're going to take some time in week 7 to go over that capstone rubric. We're going to do, and I skipped over this, a literature review, which is new for a lot of students. And so we're going to spend time, and since I've made some changes to this course and I've introduced the literature review as one of the major writing assignments, I've had students struggling with this a lot, just because it's something new for most students so far in my experience. They've not written a formal literature review. So we're going to get into that. We're going to spend some time going over the difference between a literature review and an article review, or the difference between a literature review and an annotated bibliography, those kind of things. So just keep that in mind. Literature review, it's coming up weeks 7 and 8, which is Module 4. We'll actually begin doing some prep work for it in Module 3, which is weeks 5 and 6. So just be thinking about that, because that's a big one, and I want students to be prepared for that literature review. We're going to hone in on your ability to be able to cite your sources properly according to your major style. The majority of the students at Mount Aloysius College use APA as their formal major style for your major. So most of the health sciences, most of the sciences, business, information technology, psychology, all those majors, those are heavy in the sciences, and they rely on APA style for the formatting for writing assignments. And many of you are familiar with that already, but I know that some students up to this point aren't sure what their major style is, and many have not even used it previously. Okay, you get into things like even education. Most education is APA style. However, if you're like an education English major, education history major, something like that, then you're typically using MLA or Chicago if you're like a history major, history education major. If you're into political science stuff, those kind of majors, history, political science, they typically rely on Chicago style. English literature, MLA. Anything related to the arts is usually MLA. More the liberal arts stuff is typically MLA. So just be thinking about that, and you're going to do some work in the first module related to your major writing style. And then there's the last 2 weeks of the course. And the last 2 weeks of the course are basically for you to finish working on your service project and present it. and we'll get into that later in the course as well. So I just wanted to show you this breakdown of the course and how it is broken down. 16 weeks, 8 modules. You have flexibility in how you work on the work and complete it within a 2-week period, which I know is different for a lot of students and different from most classes I teach. I usually have a module per week, but I wanted to try something different with this class for this semester. Keep in mind this is a 1-credit course, so the course workload should reflect the fact that it's a 1-credit course. So just get in here, look around a little bit, take a look at, this is the home page. So when you land in the course, this is where you're taken right to the home page, which is the main module page. I want to point out a couple other things here, which are set up as modules, but they're not the guiding modules. This is, if you want to schedule a meeting with me, this is how you do that. So you click on this link. I use Calendly to schedule, so you have to double click through, and I'm having some issues here with things loading slowly. So here you'll see anything within blue in it. So here's the first week. I have office hours the first 3 days of the course. You can click to advance to the next month. So basically my office hours, I have them Monday through Thursday. Some days it's just very limited, maybe like an hour. But you click on that day. So if you want to schedule with me for the Tuesday the 6th, you'll click on that and you'll be able to see what the hours are that I have off. And then if you say, oh, you know what, 9:15 works for me, so you click on that, that sends an email to me. I get in and I respond that yes, I'm going to meet with the student, and then at that time we just we'll meet up, and there will be a Google Meet link right in this home. It's actually here, but it's hidden from the student view at this point. It's right here. So there's a Google Meet link that is right underneath this. So first you schedule here, and then after that you'll see the Google Meet link that shows up here. That's how you meet with me. So you schedule for next Tuesday at 9:15. Then next Tuesday, at 9:15 you click on the Google Meet link that's right in here, and you'll be all set. Okay. So I wanted to point that out. That's how to meet with me. And the other thing is this other module. It's here, student writing resources. I'll populate more in this in the coming weeks. If you come across something that you think is really, really cool, really great resource that you discovered, that you know about from a previous class or something, let me know about it, and I'll post it in here and give you credit for it as well. But I want this to be a very rich resource area for students, so you know where to go to if you struggle with something. So if you're struggling with how to cite your sources, like if you're using an anthology or something like that, there's a specific source in here for that. If you really want to take a look at a sample APA paper, there's a PDF of a sample APA 7th edition, which is the edition being used currently, in here as well, so you can match that up to your paper and all that stuff. So again, student writing resources are here. This is where you'll find some of that other stuff that I mentioned about they say, I say, the templates, those for the moves that matter most in academic writing. That's where you'll find some of this stuff in here as well. That'll be more populated in that area as the semester progresses. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to go over the syllabus now in detail, but I do just want to point you to it. The syllabus is here. So make sure that you read down through it. I will post another video going over the syllabus and talk more about that. But you'll see the writing assignment, they're here. There are 3 writing assignments: writing assignment 1, 2, and 3. Writing assignment 1 is the topic proposal. Writing assignment 2 is the literature review. You can see what percentage of your grade it is and the total points. Writing assignment 3 is an article review, where you're going to review one article in depth or compare 2 articles, compare and contrast, those kind of things. It's very article specific. Your service project is worth 17%, 25 points. And then the other stuff that we do in the class, other assignments and discussions, make up 38% of your grade, which is 60 points. So they're weighted heavily. And the reason for that is because in order for me to make sure that students are keeping on track and that you're really kind of getting some of this stuff is by having you do discussion posts, where instead of just having the only thing you're graded on being writing assignments and then being weighted very heavily. I do factor in other assignments and discussions as well as a part of your grade. So they make up, about a third of your grade total. If you, it's a little more than a third, 38%. But that's it. That's what you're being assessed on. That's what you'll have to do. Writing assignments, 3 of them, a service project, and then those discussions and other little assignments that I'll assign you as well. Here's some information about the writing assignments. Faculty conferences, you're required to meet with me 2 times during the semester. One will be right around midterm, right after midterm, and then the other one, and that will be online. Or if you're on campus, you can meet face-to-face with me in my office on campus as well. And then one at the end of the semester, which takes place in the form of presenting your service project work to me. Okay. Here's information about the service project. Here's weekly discussions, other assignments, a little info about it. Here's the grading scale used by the Mount. Here's the assignment and course schedule, which I give you the modules, the dates again, just so you have a snapshot picture of it here together in one place. And then you'll see this C course summary below for details. That's here. So you can see specifically what's due and when's due. Again, I'm not going into details about this right now because these due dates are not correct at this point. They will be fixed within the next day or 2. Okay, actually I'm not going to post another video going over the syllabus. I think that'll be good enough for now. That's it. So I rambled on a little bit more than I anticipated, but welcome to the course. And again, my name is Greg McConnell. My contact information is in the syllabus here as well. If you need to reach out to me, please do so. My email's here. There's a phone I use for teaching. If you text me, please just make sure that you put your name and the course. And when you put the course, be very specific about what the course is that you're putting. So for this one, it's LIBA301 Web 1. That way I know if there's a specific question, I know right where to go, and I don't have to search through all my classes. I have 5 or 6 sections of this course 301 that I'm teaching this semester. I think 6 that I'm teaching this semester. So it makes it easier for me, and it'll help you because it'll help me be able to respond to you quicker and not get frustrated in the process. But anyways, I joke. But anyways, take care, and I hope you have a great first few days of the course, and I'll be seeing you around. I'm looking forward to seeing your introduction posts. Remember, by Wednesday the 31st, by the end of the day. That's it. I'll see you. Bye.